And it's Tuesday night, which means it's Crafty Tuesday. First, let me turn this light off. It seems bright behind me, shining on my head. Okay, that's better. I get on here every week and I make something. We don't always know if it's going to go well. Most of the time, I am making something that I haven't made in the past, and I'm trying out something new, and I'm doing it live with you because I want to share the other side of crafting that hasn't been perfected and ready for social media, that everyone thinks, you just whipped it up with no problems. I show you some problems here at Crafty Tuesday. Sometimes it goes really well and we don't have a lot of problems, but sometimes not so much. So we're gonna see how tonight goes. And welcome everybody who is joining us. I'm so happy that you're here. And if you're here for the first time, welcome. Crafty Tuesday sometimes is a hot mess. So I hope that you enjoy yourselves tonight. I am doing something tonight. Partly I've done, one I haven't done. So I'm going to be using ArmourEtch to do some etching on a wine glass. When I was at Caesar visiting a month ago, they showed me this cool product called EasyPSV Etch. And it gives you the etched effect without doing the etching. So I thought, why not try it out, compare them both side by side, see what the process is like for each one, and see which one you like better, see which one you feel like making. So we're gonna do both of them tonight, and you will be able to see at the end of tonight, both of them side by side. And I'm gonna do the whole process so you know just how to do it. So that's the plan tonight. I am here on YouTube and on Instagram, and I've got my handy dandy helper here that's going to be answering some questions. My daughter's helping me tonight.
I can't, it keeps going out. I can't go to Instagram.
You can't go to Instagram? Oh. Kai said she can't go to Instagram. Let me pull them both up.
It X's out when I press YouTube.
Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, let's get her back so that she can show you guys or answer questions. Let's see. All right, we got that live, and then we got Instagram. Okay, she's up and running, so she's prepared to let me know if I've got questions, because it's hard for me to answer the questions when I'm here making stuff. So tonight I've made a little design for a wine glass. It says, "I pair well with wine." I just thought that was kind of funny. So we're going to make two of those tonight, and we're going to have them side by side. So I already cut and weeded this one. I am going to cut and weed the other one live with Juliet, but I thought we'd go ahead and get started with the ArmourEtch because that one takes longer to make. And I just wanted to show you the different ways that you have to make them. So the first difference with this one, I cut this and I weeded it like a stencil. So when you're using the ArmourEtch, you're not going to weed like you normally would. You're going to take out the insides of your letters. Let me move this light over a little bit. It's very bright, very bright. There we go, that's much better. Okay, so you're taking out the inside of your letters, okay? And we are going to be making a stencil. What did I use today? I think I used just Caesar PSV. I don't really ever care. I don't use specific stencil paper when I'm doing the ArmourEtch. Basically what I do is I take vinyl that I don't use that color very often. So I have it, I keep it for making stencils. So you can use any vinyl you want. The Oracal 651 works well. The Caesar PSV works well. It doesn't matter which one you use. I happen to be using PSV today. So I took out all of the middle. And then what I'm doing is I'm just taking my transfer paper and I'm putting it over the entire thing. Let me get a scraper tool and put it all down. One thing that I also recommend is using some large fonts. I didn't do great today. I chose a font that I probably wouldn't typically use for these little things, because when you're using the little fonts and you've got the inner part of the letters, sometimes that gets challenging when you're doing this and it bleeds outside of your letter, and you don't really want that. So I prefer, when I'm doing etching, to use large letters for all of my designs. Today I got a little risky and I have some large letters and I also have some little cursive ones. But what we are going to do first, actually I'm running out of alcohol. I don't even think it's going to spray, so I'll just dip it in. You just want to clean your glass with some alcohol. So I'm going to clean both of them right now. Make sure that there's no oils on the glass that will prevent your vinyl from sticking. Let's see. Any questions coming in, Kaya?
Nope. Somebody just said, I've only used ArmourEtch, and if anybody else has done the other method.
Asked if anyone's done the other method. Okay, so I'm just going to take off the backing on my vinyl. I'm trying to take it off slowly so that I make sure that the middles of those letters stay in the middle. All right, so I have my full piece of vinyl that I cut out. And the other thing that is important when you are working with ArmourEtch is to make sure that your design does not go too close to the edge, because we want to make sure that we don't have any bleeding from our etching cream off to the side, because really anywhere that ArmourEtch touches the glass, it's going to etch that part. So I like to have little space all around my design. Even though we're going to tape it already, I like to have that space because it gives me a little bit more clearance around the design. All right, let me get my handy dandy cup holder here so we can put this down. I am going to just cut a little bit, some slits around this design, because when you're working with curved surfaces, I'm sure if you've worked with them before, you know it's kind of hard sometimes to get them on straight and no puckering of the vinyl. So if you put some little slits in it, it just helps make it a little bit easier to maneuver it around the glass. All right, so let's see where we're going to stick this part. All right, so I'm starting in the middle, pressing down. You want to make sure that you don't have any gaps in your design, because if you have any gaps around your vinyl, the ArmourEtch is going to seep under there. So I'm just rubbing them all out right now. Have a little bit around this R that doesn't want to lay flat. Okay, and I'm in the middle and I'm working my way out, trying to get all of the edges smooth. Some of these edges don't want to be smooth. Okay, when I take the paper off, we'll also go around and smooth out the edges again. All right, so we do this, and then we take off our transfer paper and leave on our vinyl. Let's see if this is going to work with me today. It wants to tear my vinyl. Why is it doing that? I have to say, I'm using the Caesar transfer tape, and I don't normally use that. Usually I use, what do I use? From the Dollar Tree, the contact paper. That is my go-to transfer paper. Unfortunately, I'm out of it today. So I'm using this one. I feel like I just prefer my Dollar Tree contact paper the best.
Someone said, what a sweet helper you have.
Someone said that? Oh, did they?
Mm-hmm.
Are your friends tuning in?
No.
I do have a sweet helper, that is true. Okay, I'm just peeling this off. I'm just trying to go slowly so that it's not tearing my vinyl because it was starting to tear it. So just working my way around the letters. All right, we've gotten to the end. Now I want to show you what it looks like right here because I have some spots that are a little bit puckered. I want to make sure that I go and rub those out because I don't want the ArmourEtch bleeding through there. So I'm just pressing all those down all around the letters so there are no holes. And hopefully I get them all and this project turns out well. We're gonna see. All right, everything looks good right now. So then what we do, after we've got it all pressed down, we're going to take our tape, just our painter's tape, and we're going around the edge of the design. So I'm going to go on all four sides and put the tape around. That is going to prevent etching cream getting on spots that we don't want etching cream. So it's just another barrier to help protect our design.
Aunt Micah said hi.
Hi, Aunt Micah. My sister has joined us for Crafty Tuesday. Okay. We are ready to put our etching cream on. We have pushed down all around all the letters. There are no, I'm going to take that back, no air bubbles. And we have protected all around the outside of our design. Now,
There's
two comments, okay.
First is I stopped using Dollar Tree contact paper. I use a brand off Amazon and it is the best stuff. Everyone has their preferences though. Amazon is cheaper for a large roll than Dollar Tree too.
True. I get it from Amazon also. I also sometimes get it from Target. I get it all over, but I just really like contact paper.
And then why is contact paper better than Caesar?
Oh, I have no idea why. For some reason, I feel like the Caesar is just stickier. I feel like it's harder for me to work with. And like I said, everybody, or like someone else said, everybody has their personal preference. I just like the contact paper. I know that some people even use, what is it? The press and seal. I don't really like that, but I know some people swear by it. So it's just really about what you like to use. I like contact paper. Okay, so now we are ready to get our etching cream, and we are just going to dab it around our design. We are going to put a generous amount. You want to not see the letters. So we're going to make sure they are all covered. Now on the jar, it says leave it for I think it says 3 minutes. I have found that time is not enough time. It just leaves it like a really light color. I prefer a really nice etching color. Really bright. I mean, not bright, but I feel like it's too light for that 3 minutes. So I usually leave it on 8 to 10 minutes. All right, we have it all covered, and we are just gonna let it sit here with the cream on it while we go ahead and cut the other design, because that's one of the big differences with using the PSV Etch. There's no prep. I mean, you cut it and you put it on. So it's definitely faster. So I think it kind of depends on the amount of time you have to make this project and we're gonna see at the end, do they look really different? So we'll check it out. All right, I am going to set this here. And then, let's see, we'll turn on Juliet.
Somebody asked, well, they said, oh, there's alcohol paint for etching. I haven't tried that yet. Have you tried it?
I haven't tried alcohol paint. Is that so that your etch can be like a different color and not just that grayish color? That's what I'm assuming. Let's see. All right, we're going to set our project in here. I have the new roll holder from Caesar. I believe it just came out today. This thing is so cool. It doesn't attach to your machine, but it sits behind it and allows your material to feed through so you can do really, really long designs.
The person who asked that question said yes.
Oh, that sounds cool, actually. Okay, so I am just going to first do a little area test cut because I've actually never used this material in here. I'm assuming it's going to be like the regular PSV, but let me just check my cut settings and do a little test cut. It's nice because Juliet allows you to do a test cut. So let's see if this is good. Perfect. So you can see if your test cut weeds easily, then that means that your cut design is good. So there's our little t-shirt right there. So my settings are good. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this. And the nice thing with Juliet is I don't have to like cut that part off that I just test cut. So like that area of the material, you can start wherever you want to cut with the Juliet. So I just move away from that spot and move my blade over a little bit, and then that's where the design will start cutting. So we will send it to cut. The cut settings are good. Let's give Kaya back her computer. Let's see. All right, you should have both now. Oh, I didn't give you YouTube? Let's see. Where is YouTube? Oh, YouTube, Instagram. Okay. There we go. Juliet is cutting. Oh my gosh, I didn't even put on my time now. Let's start. It was a few minutes. Few minutes, give or take. Let's pull this out.
Somebody said, hey friend.
Hey friend. Who was it?
Patrick _Ali _official.
Oh, Patrick. Hey Patrick, he's from Caesar. Is he over on Instagram?
Yeah.
Patrick, we are checking out the Caesar Etch. I'm showing everyone how cool it is. Oh, so let me just point out, so before when we were using the ArmourEtch, like I said, we did the stencil. This time, we're gonna be weeding normally like we would any other project. So I did the cut, and now I'm just going to weed it like regular. Getting this out, and then I'm gonna take all the middle pieces out. And this, just like every Caesar product, easy to weed. So that's what I pair well with wine. All right, let me get out these middle parts. I am so excited. So I have seen this done. I've never done it myself, but Patrick and Ellie Mae used the etch, the PSV etch that we're doing right now. They did a whole door. So it was like 80 inches by like 36 inches. And obviously they weren't able to do that on Juliet, but they did it on Romeo, and they used the roll holder. They had an enormous piece of material and were able to do a whole door. It turned out so good. And if you want to see that, I know that they posted that on, actually this is etch, this is not transfer paper. I know that they posted that on YouTube. So you gotta check that out. It was very, very cool. And I got to be there to see them make that. It was amazing.
Someone said Caesar vinyl is the best stuff.
Oh my gosh. The absolute best. I when I first started doing crafts and got my Cricut, I used Cricut vinyl and it did not weed easily. I thought something was wrong with me. I thought I didn't know how to craft very well, and then I got Caesar Easy Weed, and it wasn't me. It was not me. I was not the problem. It was Cricut. So I put the transfer paper on top right here. Why is this light so bright? You can't even see anything. Okay. I want you to be able to see what it looks like. There it is. The transfer paper is on top. Now we're going to peel the backing. If I can get this etch off of my finger, we're going to peel the backing off. Oh, it's a little hard to see on the table. I'm gonna use this. It's blending in. Okay, that works a little better. With the red background, I see a little better. I just wanted to make sure that nothing is like peeling off, you know, not sticking to the backing. Okay, there we go. Let's move this guy over here. And we'll put this one here. I forgot to take off the bottom. I love Dollar Tree's new stickers because they just peel off. They're so much easier.
Somebody said I was fighting a Cricut roll, threw it out.
I gave away all my Cricut rolls. While this is not cooking, what is it doing? Etching. You can kind of move it around, make sure it gets on all the places. We already have, but it doesn't hurt to just move it around midway. And the reveal is always fun.
Another princess, which puff vinyl was available at stores?
Vinyl, the Caesar.
Well, she said she was puff vinyl was available at
Oh,
stores.
puff vinyl. Oh yeah, puff vinyl is really cool. I just used that for the first time not too long ago. This is a little too big. I want to cut that off a little bit. I'm just cutting the sides. My transfer paper was a little too big. All right, now we're also going to cut some slits in this. You know what I should have mentioned before, when I cut the slits in for doing the ArmourEtch, make sure that you do not get too close to the letters, because if you get too close, then that's where you're gonna have problems with the etching cream kind of bleeding through. So I made sure that I wasn't too close to letters. I was just kind of outside them, so I didn't have that problem. All right, let's put this design on. We're starting at the middle, moving to the sides. Okay. Come on. All right, I think we are good. Let's get my scraper tool, rub it on. I'm excited to see this. I don't know if I put it on kind of crooked. It might be a little crooked, I don't know. So cool. All right, peeling off the transfer paper. Yes, I did do it a little crooked. Sorry.
The anticipation is killing me.
Check it out. Look at that. This is etching the PSV. Let's move that light. Can you see it? Look at that. It looks really good. So now, how much time has passed. Got 7 minutes on my watch, but I started late, so I think we're good to wash off. I just got some water here.
Wow, that was fast.
Right? That's so fast. So it's easy to weed, fast to cut, easy to put on, and you get your etch. It is pretty cool. It's really, really cool. So, all right, let's wash this off. I'm gonna put on my gloves here. Show y'all the safe way to do things. We're all about safety. All about the safety. All right, normally I wash it off in the sink, but I thought I'll just rinse it off right here so you can see what it looks like. I don't know if this works. We'll see. All right, what I am gonna try and do is just get it in the water. I don't want it like tilted sideways and then have etching cream running down the sides. So I'm just gonna leave it this way, and hopefully etching cream will just kind of wash off right here and not get anywhere else. And then maybe I'll use a towel, a paper towel, to rub all the excess off. Is that a good plan, maybe? I don't know. All right, I think I'm gonna get a paper towel. Get my paper towel.
Can you remove the Caesar afterwards, like to make temporary on a mirror or something?
To make what?
Temporary on a mirror or something?
Yes, you can. I do know that. All right, that's my rag. So now I'm gonna just take off the tape and take off, oh yeah, see, that wasn't the best idea. I got etch. I got etching cream in other places. Okay, trying to peel off all of the excess. Peel off the tape, peel off the vinyl. Okay, it's coming along. So this one is the ArmourEtch. We're comparing it with the Caesar Etch PSV. So as you can see, there are definitely more steps for the ArmourEtch. Trying to get all the vinyl off. And I got a little bit of bleeding.
Somebody said, like, think something crazy for the holidays. Maybe a Halloween scary thing. Fascinating me. Glad you were showing us this.
I am happy you are here watching this. I feel like I need to rinse it a little better or something, or maybe just wipe it off. Because it seems like it's not even on here. Trying to get all of these pieces off. Well, I don't know. It seems like not as easy as EasyPSV, in my opinion. But let's see what they both look like in the end. It's just tucking in all these little pieces. All right, I think I got them. All because I think I need to rinse it a little bit better. You see, it's like kind of some extra stuff. I'm just gonna rinse it real quick. I'll be back momentarily. I don't want to dip it back in that water because then the etching cream will rub on it. Okay. I'm back. Oh, that worked. It just needed like a good rinse with the water. It was kind of caked on little spots. Okie dokie. Here is the final reveal. Okay. Let me move this light over a bit. I want you to be able to get a good view of it. Okay, now etching is already kind of hard to see from the beginning because it's just so light. But I want you to be able to see them together. Okay, which one?
So I said I might need Caesar to make me a box to try it all, like maybe a sample box.
A what?
A sample box.
Oh, yes, that'd be nice. So this is the EasyPSV. This is the ArmourEtch. I know it's hard to see. Oh, I think this light is a little bit better. EasyPSV, ArmourEtch. They are very, very similar. Like, really similar. Like, EasyPSV is so much easier. I don't know if I will use the etch, the ArmourEtch. I am very, very impressed. So, we compared the two today. The only thing wrong with my PSV is that it's crooked. It's a little bit crooked, so I need to do a better job with it. But, you guys, that's a lot less work and it looks really good.
Yes, obviously it's hard to tell and wow, and I love it less work.
Way less work. PSV for the win. So it took less time to make. It took less time to put the material on. It took less time to wait for it. I'm saying PSV is the winner for me. I like both. Now, the only thing is, I have made glasses with PSV in the past. Some of the PSV is dishwasher safe, some of it is not. The Sterling is dishwasher safe. Even the stuff that's not dishwasher safe, I have put in the dishwasher many times and it stayed on. I'm not saying I recommend it. I'm not saying you should do it. I'm saying I have done it and it stayed on. It stayed on for years, actually. This etching cream is never, ever, ever going to come off. So there's that. The PSV might come off later down the road. The etching cream is not going to come off. So I think if you're trying to decide which one you want to use, you need to think about the longevity of it and what you really want out of it.
What are the washing instructions for each?
The PSV, I say to hand wash. This one I don't think is the dishwasher safe one, so I say to hand wash it. This one you can just wash regular. You can put it in the dishwasher. And this etching cream is not going to come off. It stays on all the time. And I feel like the etching cream that I have on here, I think I could have left it on even a little bit longer. I think we did about 9 minutes. I think I would have left it on a little bit longer because I can see through it just a little bit. I kind of prefer it to be even darker like the PSV. So either way, I would probably leave it on 10 minutes or more. 10 to 12 minutes, I would think. But yeah, so etching cream versus PSV. That's what we did today. I think they both turned out really good. And it's up to you which one you want to use. Thank you for coming today. That was fun. It wasn't not too much hot mess tonight. I'm happy about that. My little helper Thank you so much for answering questions.
Yeah, the princess, I think the Caesar stuff definitely has a good purpose.
For sure.
And then,
Especially when it stays on for so long. Like, I really have used the dishwasher many, many times, and it stayed on. During COVID, my kids they were using a million cups, so I made each of them their own cup. So it had their name on it. It was a glass mason jar. We washed those every single day, and it stayed on. I think two of them still have names on them. So it works really, really well. Any other questions?
somebody said full circle with this, and thank you and helper.
Thank you, and helper. Thank you, helper. All right, well, thank you guys for watching. I'm happy that it worked out tonight. I'm happy I got to show you a couple things. So if you try them, tag me. I'd love to see your EasyPSV designs as well as your ArmourEtch designs. And I will be back next week. I don't even remember what's on the schedule next week, but I'm sure it's going to be fun. But until then, stay crafty, my friends. See you later. Bye.